Oh, it's lagging bad.
Is it?
Oh, we might be good.
Yeah, you good on my side. We streaming. We live.
We live? Okay.
Yeah, it say I'm backstage on yours.
Oh, I'm having problems. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me do this. I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Uh-oh.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
kill it on my end. Oh man.
All right.
All right. Let's see. Try this again. What?
Let me drop a comment here so people know what's going on.
Okay. Come my junk is lagging so bad. All right, hold. Let me fix this real quick.
Should we go back offline?
Hold on. Let me do this. Let me stop my camera real quick while I fix this.
Oh, you straight now? Whatever you just did. It
It
fixed
is?
it? Yeah, you
Okay.
good. Ain't no more lag.
All right. Let me start now.
Uh, it still say I'm backstage on yours.
Okay.
Only the host can see you. The host may add you to the broadcast at any time. Be ready.
There we
Boom,
go.
man. Yep.
Hold on. Make
There
sure.
we go. There we go. Making
Oh,
progress.
yeah.
There we go.
I need to add myself to the stream. That was a part of the problem. There we go. We straight now.
Boom.
Boom. There we go. There we go. Well, apologize for the delay. Technical difficulties as always. So you know how that goes. So we'll go ahead and get into it, man. So if y'all are new, you haven't checked this out before, make sure you go ahead and comment, do all that. Most importantly, subscribe.
Subscribe, even though we not
Subscribe.
on. Actually, we are on YouTube. I just say even though we not on, but we definitely on YouTube.
For sure, for sure. All I'm about to say also, if you're watching this, this is being dual cast or simulcast on both our channels right now. So if you go to my title, you can click on his name and hop on his channel. We're doing a live on his channel as well, and vice versa. So y'all know what you got to do, man. Y'all can hop back and forth between the lives and whatnot. Drop some comments on both of us. Also, if you got questions for my guy Preston, aka the Exotic Car Blacklist, drop them in the comments below. On my channel, or his channel, whoever's channel, so we can see them and we can definitely answer your questions on this live. And when it comes to the Chief Donut Maker contest and episodes and stuff like that, as long as we don't violate, he don't violate the NDA, because God's gonna come after him, and he gonna have nothing to do with me. So that's all I'm gonna say. And just to be honest,
Great, great. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for setting this up and having me on the live. You know what I'm saying? So, any questions you have about the episode 2, even episode 1, please ask me now. Just to let you guys know, we're gonna probably run until about 9:40, and then the live is gonna end around 9:40. But Rubik's _3 was nice enough to bring me on the channel and wanted just a little back end information on what's going on. So I know he has some questions already lined up. So we're gonna let my guy ask all his questions. This is my boy. You know, you've seen him on my channel before, so of course he got the scoop when it came time for it.
for sure, for sure. So let's go ahead and hop into it. We got the people in the comments. I see Plum Crazy Dave. I know he had to switch accounts right there, but he's in there. Appreciate the support. He tapping in. Also, my guy, I always mess up the guy's name. I know he got the Scory Gray Hellcat. I know that much. Uh, Ciro Onesie. I'm gonna say it that way. He in the building as well. So appreciate you guys tapping in for sure. So let's go ahead and get into where we at right now when it comes to the Chief Donut Maker episode. So we left off with episode 1. Um, my guy Preston, he killed the interview with Goldberg, right? All the contestants had to do an interview with Goldberg, and they ended that episode before they named who the top 5 were moving on. So we pick up in episode 2. Let's see. I'll see you event is tomorrow, right? Yep. Yep. That episode 3 will be
Episode 3 is
tomorrow.
Yep, the finals. So we can figure out who won this. Man, it's been killing me. It's been killing me. It's constant anxiety, just wondering who's gonna win this contest.
Yeah, that's killing me too. I mean, I know I wasn't there or nothing, but I know when you actually competing in that, I know you're on a different level with anxiety, man. I couldn't imagine, at all. What about to say? About to say episode 2 we picked up with did I freeze up? Oh,
No.
It's lagging. Okay, it's just like a lagging on. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna keep going. So episode 2 we pick up with they announced the top 5. That's moving on. So I want to ask you a question right there. So I noticed that they gave 5 names first, and those names ended up being the people that were eliminated. So what were your initial thoughts when you heard those names?
The initial 5 they had to step forward.
Yeah,
man. When I think everybody's heart dropped, right? Because we didn't know if the people in the back or the front were going to be eliminated. So like when he called everybody's name to step forward, the first thing I was thinking, please call my name, please call my name, please call my name. But then like when he called like number 4, I was like, wait, please don't call my name, please don't call my name, because I started to understand what was really going on there toward the 4th or 5th person. But in the back of my mind, I felt like I understood it, but just standing there looking at everybody, I honestly, I don't know. I didn't really know what to expect, man. And Goldberg got a good poker face. He's somebody I love to have at the table, shooting dice with, because you can't read that man's face to save your life. So it was a lot of anxiety. The heartbeat was out of this world. I had that palm sweat. I kept wiping my hands on my man. Telling you, it was nerve wracking. It was nerve wracking. But I was fortunate. I was on the positive side of that.
I heard you mention like you at a certain point you realized what they were doing. Like what gave you that confidence and like, okay, actually I'm going to make it. I don't want my name called. Like at what point did you figure it out?
At one point, did I figure out like what? Can you expand on that a little bit more?
Oh yeah. Because you mentioned like at a certain point you realized like what they were doing. They were actually calling the people they're not going to advance. So at what point did you figure out, okay, I don't want my name called right now?
Probably like number 4 or 5, because I started to look around, and it wasn't in a bad way, but I just started looking around. I'm like, hold on, I've been here before, in sports, right? When they call people to step forward, that's usually the ones that they send out to do the grunt work first. You're gonna hit the 40-yard dashes first. This group, so usually the ones in the back are the ones that have to do something else. Not necessarily special treatment, but they do other things. So I just kind of like related to football, and like I said, person number 3, I was just like, all right, person number 4, I'm sorry, I was like, all right, I think I'm okay.
Cool deal. And also, so that's another question I had. Did you know how everyone else's interview went? Like, or were you guys kind of like kept in the dark? Because from our standpoint, we knew how everyone did, and I think from a viewer standpoint, we kind of got confused. I know we knew who got the questions right, who had good answers, who didn't. And when some of the people that didn't get some of the answers right got called for, I think we kind of called on then. But did you have any clue how anyone else's interview went?
I didn't, man. Everybody came back and they said the same thing. I crushed it. And I was like, God, like everybody crushed their interview. So, I knew that I had to go in there and I had to give it all I had. There wasn't one contest or one interview or one question that was asked where I can say that I didn't give 100% effort. And I knew that if I wasn't picked that particular day, that I can go home and I can put my head down and say I gave it 100%. And they just didn't choose me because, I just wasn't what they were looking for. So, I mean, I gave it 100%.
And that's all you can do, really. That's really all you can do. So I know you mentioned like with episode 1, like far as the events that took place that day, y'all were filming for 14 hours. Now with episode 2, which we'll get in here to right now, like how was that a totally different day? Was it a continuation of the first day, or how did that play
out? But I'm gonna have you re-ask that question one more time. One of the contestants actually texted me at this very moment. I'm gonna see if he can join us in this chat real quick.
Okay.
YouTube live. Join in the convo. So Speedy just messaged me.
Speedy.
I mean, we became really good friends through the contest. Ask that question one more time, brother. I'm sorry.
Yo, you're good. You're good. So I know like with first episode 1, that was like a 14-hour day where y'all filmed that. And I know they broke that off and said get some rest for the next day. So what's this in fact the next day when the top 5 had to go back in and do the next set of tests, I should say.
So what was it like?
Yeah, was it like another day, or how long did that take?
Oh yeah. So everything was in day phases. Day number 2, and they filmed a little bit different each and every day, where day 3 was filmed completely separate, where we were completely separated, so we don't know how each other done. But just day number 2 was another like 14-15 hour day or something like that, and it was majority of the time just sitting around waiting. Like out of the 14-15 hours we were there, we was probably waiting. I mean, I know if you've ever been on TV, you can probably understand where I'm coming from, but out of those hours, you're probably on the chair about 7 of those hours, 8 of those hours. A lot of it is sitting around waiting for your turn to be called. So, I mean, it was quite an experience. It was definitely an experience. It was fun, and it was something that I would recommend anybody to do at least one time to see if it's something that they're interested in, for sure.
For sure. And also, so let's talk about this contest in episode 2. So first, episode 1 was kind of to test everybody's knowledge, kind of get a feel of their personality for the most part, see who kind of knows their stuff, who's kind of quick on their feet to a certain extent. Where episode 1 just kind of like a flat interview, like with any job, like they're gonna ask you questions and stuff related to the job. Now, episode 2 seems to be like a on the job training to see how well you can adapt to certain situations. So I'm sitting there, I'm watching this, and I'm sitting there, I'm seeing the stuff that's coming up on the green screen. And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking in my head, like, what would I say? What would I talk about? And I imagine it had to be different from you guys' standpoint, because you guys probably didn't know what it was going to come up. I'm not sure what they told you guys, and you're competing for $150,000 in a Hellcat. So tell me what's that like. Tell me kind of, your thought process on that.
So my thought process on competing for $150,000 in a Hellcat was that no matter what happened, I'm going to give it 100%, right? I'm going to be me, and what you see is what you get. That was something I said a lot. Like, this is me. You can speak to that as well, right? You know me off the camera. You know me on the camera. Yeah. I'm the same exact person. I don't have to code switch. I don't have to switch it up or anything. I'm just like, either you like me or you don't. I know I'm a little rough around the edges. That's the background. That's where I came from. But at the end of the day, I got a goal and I got a sight, and I know what I want to do in life. And I think this is the opportunity I was looking for, to be able to compete, to have that chance to have a dream job that 175,000 other people were trying to get.
For sure.
So now, I'm a finalist. So
the first ever to get to this point, right? First one. So looking at the episode, like how many different like scenes you guys had? Because I remember there was I'm trying to go through all of it. So it looks like there was one from Roadkill Nights. Looks like there was a scene from a wind tunnel with one of the NHRA Nitro Funny cars, and also like a scene like some donuts. So was those all the scenes that they showed, right?
You had the NHRA, you had a car, funny car, you had the donuts, there was a drift scene in there, there was a drag race scene with a demon, there was a car show. So
okay.
You would think that having those different scenes, like it would just flip through like that. And then you had an interview at the very end with a fan. You would think that, it's flipping through, you'd be good to go. But when it got to them donuts, it was like on those donuts for like a minute. And I was like, oh man, when I first seen it, I was like, like, I don't know what to say about donuts. And, I just kept thinking in my head, like, be as descriptive as possible and just be you. So I was just talking to the screen like I would talk to you,
Right.
And it was fun. I mean, it was fun having all those things. I think the most important part, right, was just keeping the audience engaged. And that's what they were looking for.
For sure.
At least that's what I think.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I think like from the way they chopped it up, it seemed like you killed that. The part that got me is when I don't know how you got to this point. And you're like, and I would eat every single one of them. I was that part killed me, and I was like, yo, that's Preston, 100%. Like knowing you, like you said, knowing you, and when you went through that part, I'm like, yeah, that's him. And when you said that, I'm like, dude, you killed it. I saw how some of the other contestants maybe stumbled through that, and I can understand why. Um, but that part, yeah, I was like, okay, I think he did. He got that.
A little funny thing about that section is like I had no clue how I did. Right, I was just being myself in front of the camera. When it was over, it got like dead silent for maybe 3 to 5 seconds, and there's maybe 12 people, but it's behind that camera, and you can hear people back there laughing. And I was like, oh, this is like low-key stand-up comedy. Like, I think I just did good. It feels good inside when you don't really know how you did, but then you get that affirmation by the people that's behind the camera that's like legit back there just laughing the whole time. And I'm like, all right, I did pretty good. At least I think I did pretty good.
For sure. Now, outside of the donut one, 'cause I think that tripped up everybody. For you, what was the one that was the most difficult? The most difficult scene to talk through.
The most difficult scene to talk through was those donuts. You had to talk about donuts, like the donuts just going on. And I mean, realistically, like you can only say so much about donuts, right? Like if you want me to describe it, but now I'm like, let's make this me. Like if I see these donuts in person, I'm gonna smash, like Hulk smash on them. So the biggest thing was just being authentic and being myself. I love donuts. Like little do they know, that's one of my favorite things to eat. I probably eat donuts every other weekend. I don't want to really admit that on here, but I probably eat donuts every other weekend. So I was able to talk about them after the scene went off. I was thinking to myself, man, I should have talked about calories. I should have talked about how the donuts was made, the dough. Like there was so many things that I was like, woulda, coulda, shoulda. But I mean, I feel like I smashed it though.
For sure. Yeah. Another thing I want to point out, like, okay, so did they play the donut scene longer than the other scenes, or did it just feel like they did the
Yes.
donuts?
Nah, they played it longer.
Oh man.
They played it longer. The donuts started on a conveyor belt, and it showed the process from start to finish. Like it showed them being made, it showed them going across, it showed them getting glazed. There was a scene that didn't make it. There were scenes that didn't make it, and yeah, the donuts was. It took everything that I had in me to be able to talk about those donuts. I hated that scene in a way because like you had to be creative. If you weren't creative, you couldn't have done that scene. It was
Right.
pretty difficult.
Oh yeah, I could tell. Like I was seeing some of the other contestants. I can't remember the names off the top of the head, but I know some people just kind of like folded right then. And I could see why. Like that's pretty high pressure. To like to just be got something in your background and have to talk about it for who knows how long. And then the fan came in, and I see some people got it and some people didn't. So tell me how you got past with the fans just walking in, and how did you manage that?
So two things. If you guys want to do the donut challenge, put a donut on your TV for 30 seconds, a Krispy Kreme making a donut, and try to talk about it, but try to do it in a funny way. And you tell me how you do. That's how it felt. But when the fan came in, I loved it. That was my favorite part, to be honest with you, because I like interacting with people, and
Yeah,
so for me it was just natural just to be able to get an understanding of how that person felt and why they were there, and then to thank them for coming. And it felt really good to have that interaction because it took a lot of that stress off being in front of the camera, being able to have somebody come in and interact with me. And I didn't feel as though that I was just talking to a screen. It made it feel personable at that point.
for sure, for sure. Now progressing past that, so we do the whole in like the interview type scene, whatever. You're live on site, whatever. Now we get to the point where they announce the top two. When they announce the top two, they do that the same day, or was that a totally different day from the previous events of doing the talk about the donuts and whatnot?
Uh, when that everything happened in days, right? So like day 1, 2, 3. So the final 2 was announced on day 2, and then day 3 is when they filmed it, and then they separated us completely that day.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it was a mental game because you didn't know how the other person was doing, and you was filming everything separate. But since it's only 2 people, like you filming for a long time, and you'll see that tomorrow. You'll see what I mean by that.
Okay. You know, we definitely gonna tune in. Yeah, and if y'all are in this live right now, make sure y'all tap in tomorrow. I think it drops like 9 a.m. Eastern time.
9 a.m. Eastern. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely make sure y'all tune in because we got to know who wins this. Because like I said, if Preston doesn't win, like I said before, my previous,
I'm gonna be pissed, bro.
And I'm gonna be pissed too because I'm gonna be pissed too because one thing about me, like I said in the other live, like I don't associate with losers. So, so if you don't win, we ain't doing the show tomorrow, bro.
Oh man, if I lose, I'm gonna go in hot, and you won't be able to find me for a couple of days. I'm gonna take any video you got that we're on the same video on my channel. I'm gonna take you off, edit you out, all that type of stuff, man. So I'm gonna have to report you to YouTube for bullying. Oh man, he said he's gonna cut me out the friend list. That's all right. I see how you want to do me. Just when you think you got a friend, they hit you with the 1-2.
but let's talk about this. So, go ahead.
So do y'all remember that scene where they introduced Matt Hagan on episode 2? So
yeah,
they cut out a whole scene that's not going to be seen where Matt Hagan was like we all went out to drive with him. So I don't know why that was cut out. I don't know, what happened with that, but there was a whole scene that was missing, and I was looking forward to. Maybe it'll be in the one tomorrow. Like I don't know, but there's a whole scene that's gone.
Okay, you definitely be looking for that. Oh yeah,
you good.
The big one. This is the big one. So, episode 2 ends with them announcing the top 2, and I thought at this point they were going to cut the episode and not tell the top 2 until episode 3, and they give us the top 2 and then the winner. But they gave the top 2. So, what was going through your mind as he's going through the names, right? As he announces who's going to be the top 2, because he didn't call your name first. So
he didn't. He didn't. I was confident he was going to call my name first. When he did not call my name, bro, I shut down, and I was just thinking to myself, like, man, this cannot be the end. I was saying that over and over to myself, like, this cannot be the end. Cannot be the end. And fortunately, everybody's seen that it wasn't, but that moment right there kind of like was going to define everything that I had worked for, because I've been working on Exotic Car Blacklist for over 2 years. I just started a YouTube channel 2 years ago. So this ain't something I woke up and did. This is something I've been doing for a long time. I can honestly tell you back in 2006, I was buying cars and modifying them. So I didn't wake up one night and decide I want to be, in the cars. I've always been in the cars.
For sure. So, first name gets called. It wasn't you. You go through that whole, you kind of, reminiscing and trying to like, dang, it can't end here. So, let me know how you felt when you heard your name get called that second time. I can see it on your face. I saw it on your face. I saw it on your face.
It was a sigh of relief because, again, this is everything that I had been working for. I felt like that if you wanted somebody to represent Dodge, you need to look my direction, because I feel like then I would be the best pick to, be that chief donut maker, because you don't want somebody. They're not looking for a drifter. There's a lot of people out there that slide cars, at fast speeds. There's a lot of people out there that slide cars on the street. They're not looking for reckless. You know what I'm saying? They're looking for somebody to represent them as a brand ambassador, as a chief donut maker. You show up to events, you're able to mingle with everybody. You're able to have a vision of what you want to do. You're able to drive on top of that, but it's much more than being able to slide a car around. That's not what they was looking for.
For sure. So, and now answer this question for me. So I was watching the episode. I saw the look on your face when he called your name or whatnot. Hey, did you shed a tear, man? If you did, it's cool. I ain't gonna look at you no different, man.
I didn't shed a tear. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna answer this question in my chat.
All
Hey,
right.
hey Pete, a brand new fully loaded scat with a sunroof, like every option you can have, should be around 65. If you paying more than 65 for that brand new scat, you overpaying by a lot. And 65 is, you know, a little high, but still, if you're paying more than that for a new scat, that's way too much. You almost in cat territory at that time, though the prices have been up, have went up. You shouldn't be paying that for a scat, so don't take that deal. MSRP is 62, then you shouldn't pay no more than MSRP. Okay, so I'm sorry, Ruby. She asked that question one more time.
Oh, you good? You good? I was just asking,
Speedy,
man.
there you go. What's up, big dog? Speedy just joined the chat. Speedy Garage, who's one of the contestants. What's going
shout out
on
to Speedy
here?
Garage.
Shout out to Speedy. Rufus, what was that question, bro?
So my question was, so I saw the look on your face when they announced that that you made the top 2. Now it was just a big relief. Now, did you shed a tear, man? It looked like you shed a tear. If you did, I won't judge you at all. But I gotta know, did you?
I done been asked that before. Did I shed a tear? And bro, like the answer that I gave everybody, like I tried, but the hood in me just would not let me cry on camera, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I could not cry on camera. You know, at least make it authentic. It would have been crocodile tears, but I couldn't do it.
I got you.
Now, deep down, I felt it in my soul, but yeah, I couldn't cry on camera. You know that every time when I think about crying on camera, I think about Michael Jordan and his
oh yeah,
the red eyes and the tears. Yeah, I can't. I ain't gonna be no mean.
Oh, if they would have got a good shot of you, I would have went back, screenshotted. That would have been a meme I would have had in my back pocket forever. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, see, there you go. And that's why I gotta watch out for you. Right there. You already done told me you was gonna cut me off. Now you tell me you're gonna make me a meme. I gotta watch out for my friends.
Hey, if it was gonna be me, it's gonna be somebody else.
Hey, if there's any police on the on here, Ruby's tent illegal. But let me sip my tea because I wouldn't tell nobody.
Hold on, my tent illegal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're speaking of police. He was doing donuts.
Oh, here we go. Next question. Oh man, he a snitch. Oh boy.
Oh, you started snitching. You talking about tent illegal on this thing? Hold on. That tent illegal? That's see-through.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that picture's see-through. He just got 5% done, even on the windshield, yeah.
No, I do not have 5% in my car.
It's not 5%. Yeah, I'm joking with y'all. I'm really joking with y'all. His tent look good though.
I needed it, man. I was riding around picking my nose and people were looking at me, man. Like,
he was in a fishbowl.
Man, I was.
Only thing you was missing was the water.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Man, I rode around too long with no tent. I'm glad I got it done though. So
when you crashed my video, I said, well, "Who is this with no tent on their window?" Rubik's.
But I have tent now, and it looks.
You do. You do.
Cool. So that's the whole episode 2. So we know episode 3 is going to drop tomorrow on Henry Day, 426. If you're not sure what 426, man, look it up, man. That right there is that's all Mopar right there, 426.
Staple of Dodge right there. I hope y'all know what Henry Day is.
For sure. So that episode dropped tomorrow. We're definitely gonna be tuned in for that. I wonder if you got a couple more minutes in that. So what's the next mod on that Hellcat, man?
Man, honestly, I'm probably gonna do direct connect, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You know, I listed my car for sale, and I was gonna sell it, but I think I'm gonna do the direct connect stage. I think we're on stage 1 or 2 right now. I don't remember. I think it's stage 1. You got pre-stage, stage 1, so they got 2 of them out right now. So Speedy says it should be a national holiday. There you go. I agree. But so yeah, I'm gonna do pre-stage and stage 1, and I don't know yet. Just stay tuned because I'm deciding. I'm debating on upgrading the Charger or just going out and getting a Durango Hellcat. So I've been debating on those 2 things.
I'm just trying to get 10 on my car, and you're talking about getting Durango Hellcats.
Oh, you got 10 on your car. I saw your Instagram, bro.
That's all I did. I haven't done anything else.
Yeah, I don't know. That was probably the next thing. I just want to keep my factory warranty, right? Because these cars, I mean, it's just a lot of power. And at the end of the day, I don't want to be responsible for, at this very moment, I don't want to be responsible for maintenance and repairs.
Sure.
I mean, for repairs, maintenance, obviously, I'm responsible for repairs. Yeah. I need Speedy to take care of my car if I'm going to do that. So.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what they're going to do with the 392s as far as direct connect. I mean, my only fear is that I know the 392 won't have a lot of games. I'm just worried about the price point. Like, is the price going to be worth it? Like, I want to keep my warranty as well. And I do want to add a little bit of power because there's a lot of people with scat packs. And as you know, a lot of people say, I got the fastest scat pack in the city. Got the fast. I mean, I'm not going to have the fastest, but it ain't going to be the slowest. I'll beat a lot of stock ones. That's kind of my goal, just to have a little something else on mine. But that's kind of what I want to see happen there. I'm kind of the crazy thing, I'm kind of torn when I do with the exhaust because, you know, I had the crazy loud Challenger. And I don't know what to do with the exhaust in this car. I've been going back and forth with a lot of things. I've been looking at catbacks. I've been looking at just straight pipe it. I've been looking at a lot of different things with this car as far as exhaust wise. And I still don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, if it's anything like you did with that Charlie, boy, it's going to be stupid loud. You know how you get down. You got to be heard from the next block over.
I don't have to be, but if that happens, it happens.
You want to be heard from the next block over.
I do it for me, and if anybody else happens to hear it, so be it. I do got long tube headers and catless mids currently sitting in my basement right now, ready to go on the car when I'm ready to pull the trigger to do it. But trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of the exhaust system after that. So.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
That's facts.
But I do got a couple mods sitting in the garage right now that I need to get installed. I haven't recorded any of them yet, but I'm going to. Another one should be delivered today at some point. It should already got here. I don't know where it is, but that's what I got. Videos coming on everything, as always.
Speedy says, start with the end in mind is my advice. Gonna race or not, just want a bit more power, more sound, etc. Facts. Hey, Speedy, man, we're gonna have to get you on the next stream, bro. We got to bring you in. I think for the last stream that we do, can you do? Jonathan say, can you do the same mods to any car? I mean, technically, yeah, you can really. Every car you can change the exhaust. Every car you can change the intake. You know, so yeah, pretty much you can. But for everybody that's left, now we're about to wrap this up. But I think the next live we do, I'm gonna bring in some contestants. So we're gonna finish this off with like a bang since we had a 3-part series of this. Speedy said he's in.
Word, that'd be what's up.
Yeah, we'll probably do that. I know not everybody, but a lot of people on different time zones.
Yep.
So it's gotta match up. Speedy, can you do 9 o'clock anytime this week, or just actually Speedy text me and let's set that up so we don't do that on here. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get that set up. I'm gonna bring some people in for y'all. Especially for y'all that came to this live stream.
For sure.
So I'm gonna give back to y'all. I always try to give back every time I can. And I want to give back by having more than just my voice on here from being a contestant. So y'all can ask as many questions you want.
And that's what's up. And
Rubis, you're gonna get the scoop, bro.
I'm like I said, I'm happy you made it, man. Like I said, if I ain't make it, I hope somebody I know making it. There was no better person than you, man. Like you rocked it, you killed it. I was thinking, honestly, I was like, man.
Yeah, tell them about that though, because we submitted videos, and I was mad because you made that little promo that Dodge made, and I was like, bro, about to make it. I was pissed. I called Rubik's jealous.
Bro, okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. So if y'all want to look back at some of these, some of the promo videos that Dodge had, so there's at the beginning of most of the video, I think it's like 2 or 3 promos that they did. There's a guy, which is me. I got a Mopar hoodie on, and I'm like doing a pull of my.
Me.
I'm just had to make sure I had to tell the whole story. So I'm in my car. I got the camera. I got a GoPro set up facing me as I'm driving. I'm doing a pull. So you see me like drive like that. And literally like back to back to back, they had the promos and my video was in there every single time. like almost at the beginning of the video, and like people kept telling me like, dude, they gotta pick you, you gotta pick, you gotta pick you. I'm like, man, that don't mean anything. I mean, it's cool. They saw my video, but I was like, it ain't gonna mean until they say, hey, you're gonna be one of the finalists or whatever. And like it literally like back to back, they kept putting my video in the promos, and after that, that was it. They cut me. They just told me like that one part of my video. They probably didn't watch their stuff. It's cool though.
It's crazy because I call Rubens. I say, bro, you in. If anybody in, you in. You in the promo. That means you in there. And he was like, no, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. I'm like, yes, it do. You in there. They didn't even look at mine. I'm not even in the promos. He was like, bro, that don't mean nothing. Boom. Some reason I made it. You know, well, I can say some reason when we were all there and I asked the question, I said, how did my video end up being one picked? And they honestly told me, they said, you didn't do the cliche car thing. Everybody was in cars. You didn't do that. You talked about you were creative in the very beginning of your video, and you reeled everybody in, and they were like, the creativity that was there was what got me on to that next round because it was thought through. So that's how I ended up getting picked. Now I appreciated that.
Yeah, for sure. I really love your video. When I saw yours, I'm like, dang, that was creative. Mine was kind of cliche for the most part because I didn't know exactly. Looking back on it, I can see kind of what they meant by that, but now, like going into it, I'm like I had the idea I'm gonna wear this helmet and talk the whole time and be like, this helmet is part of my outfit as my interviewing for the Chief Donut Maker. Cause I had my helmet, like I'm ready for whatever. It sounded good at the time, but I guess wasn't the best idea. But it's all good. I'm not even worried about it, man. Like Preston, you made it for a reason, bro, and I'm happy for that, man. I'm like we behind you all the way for sure.
I can only thank God, right? That's who I give all credit to. Everybody have their own beliefs. And I'm not knocking you for whatever you believe, but for me, I believe in God, and I couldn't have done it without Him. I did have a question just pop up on my screen, and then we're gonna end it after this question, y'all. So Jonathan just asked, would either of you get an EV Dodge same format? I would. I'm not gonna lie, I get an EV. It's inevitable at this point. So everybody's gonna have an EV eventually, sooner or later, regardless of how much you want to fight it. It's gonna happen. So why not get a Dodge EV? Dodge has always paved the way when it came to like muscle cars, and I don't know what they're going to do with these EVs, and I can only imagine what's going to happen. Maybe we get a Hellcat EV that's like all-wheel drive finally, because of the batteries and what's the one thing's called the batteries and
the motors.
Yeah, there you go. That's the way I couldn't think of it. The motors. Maybe they can put motors on the front and make them all-wheel drive. So I definitely think that Dodge is gonna come out with something. So yeah, I would. What about you, Rubens?
So this is how I feel. The main thing with EVs that turn me off for the most part is a lot of time that the cars are like spaceships. I want the car to actually look like a regular car. Like when I think of EVs, like with Teslas, they look. That grill and all that stuff. A lot of stuff that turns me off because it doesn't look like a normal car. If Dodge can make the car look like a normal car, granted, I know you don't need front grills and things like that. I'm kind of going against some of the stuff that I'm saying in one of my videos where I like functional things, but put a front grill in it, make it look like a normal car. Don't make it look like a spaceship. Then you might have it. I understand the performance. The performance is way there. You really can't. It's hard to top an EV what it is right out the box, right? It's crazy fast. It's
instant
internal
torque.
combustion. Yeah, instant torque. I mean, you can't really compete with that for the most part. The thing I hate about it takes away that tunability for the most part. I mean, that goes away. But as long as the car looks good and it's fun to drive, then I might be okay with it. But that's the main thing. It has to look good. Like it has to look like a normal car. It cannot look like a rolling battery. It can't look like a vacuum cleaner on the road. That's my thing.
No, I agree. Well, look, guys, it was great doing this live stream with y'all. It's always good linking up with Rubik's. Rubik's is getting the scoop on all of this. So I'm going to go out with a bang again. As I told y'all earlier, Rubik's is going to get a really big interview for his next video because he reached out to me and wanted to set this up. Not only because we're friends, but Rubik's proactively reached out to me and asked me, did I want to do this? So, and for that, you know, I'm gonna give back to him, you know, for looking out for me. So anytime anybody look out for me, I give back. So
For sure.
so just keep an eye out for this next broadcast, next live stream that's coming, because it's gonna have a handful of special guests on it.
For sure. And I want to say, appreciate you spending the time, man. Appreciate, you know, getting some time out your busy day to sit down and chat with me about, you know, all the episodes and everything that kind of went on, man. And I mean, hats off to you. You know, we all behind you. We all root for you, man. I'm sitting there watching the episodes, like I'm sitting there like, man, my guy got to make it, man. So you know, we pulling for you, man. We rooting for you.
NC stand up.
For sure. And
East Coast stand up.
Yes, sir.
Dude,
yes, sir.
East Coast.
For sure. And I want to say this before we end off. If anybody just joined the live or whatnot, we are currently live on both channels as we speak right now. If you're on my channel, you can click his name in the title of the video and you go over, make sure you support his channel, subscribe, do all that for him. And hopefully some of you guys want to check me out. I'll just be talking about car stuff and whatnot. I don't be doing too much over here.
Yep. Absolutely. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. And we appreciate you guys for coming.
Thank everybody for coming, for sure.
Until next time. When's the next live stream?
I mean, we can pull it together. We can do it tomorrow after the final episode drop. You know, we do it tomorrow night.
Okay, let's shoot for tomorrow night then.
But definitely we can get it done this week sometime. So I'm all good with that.
Cool. I appreciate it, big dog.
For sure, man. Thank you for joining us, man. And everybody's in the chat, man. Thank y'all for joining us as well. We will catch y'all in the next video.
All right, we're out. Peace.
Peace out.